Man's got the whole world in his hands.
Yeah.
That is the one, you know.
He's got
For sure. That was the OG banger.
Honestly, assemblies, we would be like screaming those hymns.
Welcome back, everyone, to the LG group chat. On the sofa today, we've obviously got Daisy, we've got Saroop, and we've got Steph.
Welcome, ladies.
Oh,
Welcome.
so nice to be back.
We were just having a chit chat and then we were like, hang on. Shall we just stop and actually click record?
Yeah, I know. To be honest, you don't want to hear what we're talking about.
That. We just go on a tangent on whatever and just start talking about anything.
But how are we all? Lots going on, lots to chat about.
Yeah, we do.
I feel like the thing we always forget to actually start with, which I'm going to say let's start off with it now, is what's everyone wearing?
Ooh.
Let's get right
Go on,
into
Steph.
it.
You look
Go on,
sick
Steph.
today.
Okay, let's go. Wearing an anthropology jacket today. It's first day out.
So nice.
Wearing a vintage tee. It's really oversized with really oversized Frankie shop pants, and then some flat pointed shoes from Mango.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Yeah, love that.
Sap, you look really cute. Love the trainer.
This is my favourite suit.
Oh, these are my favourite trainers of hers.
Are they? Oh my god. Okay, yeah. So this is a suit from Topshop. It's honestly probably the best thing I've bought from Topshop.
So nice.
Like
Really
genuinely.
good.
This tee, I'm embarrassed because I've got chocolate and makeup on it somehow already. But it's from Etsy actually. I will link it of where to get it because I can't remember the person's name. But yeah, love
That's
it.
really
It's
cool.
Naomi and Kate.
Besties.
Icons.
I can't. And then I'm wearing my Adidas Wells bonnet. Can I tell you, I'm going to an Adidas dinner tonight, and I can't tell you the pressure of which Adidas shoes to wear today.
Oh my
I was
god.
like, which ones am I gonna? Yeah, so I went for these. Woo!
So nice.
So much to see that. Daisy, what are you wearing today?
I have got a H&M blazer on. This is actually new season. Topshop white tee. Still to this day, I've said it's the best boxy white tee.
And it's still white.
Just. And I have got some denim trousers on, which I'm not unsure what they are, so I will need to plug those.
They're really cool.
Below.
There's really
I
cool,
like
like
this,
details.
yeah.
And they've got a really
say.
nice matching jacket. I should have worn that really.
Very
But,
cool.
yeah,
I
that's
like
what I'm
this.
wearing today.
And
Saroop.
you've got
Shoesies?
the loafers on that I always
mean,
tell you. I love these loafers.
I wonder which one.
I wonder.
Oh my gosh.
The cherries. I have worn these probably for the last consecutive 10 podcasts.
It really saddens me that you both have such a great shoe collection and you are baby feet people. Like size 4 is abnormal.
we
can
never
share
share.
with each
I know,
other.
which literally kills it. Me and Steph
We
can
can
share.
share. Big feet over here can share.
I've actually got some Birkenstocks on. These are actually next. Some red socks. My trousers are also next, guys. My shirt is H&M, and this is a really old oversized blazer from Urban Outfitters. I know, bringing that back.
Where are the earrings from? I noticed them
Oh,
earlier.
my
They're really
earrings, yeah, these are new as well. These are from Heaven Mayhem.
I love them.
So nice. They look really cool. I feel a bit like a lady.
Yeah, you look
When
like
I
a
wear them, I
lady.
feel like a lady. I don't know what to do. I'm like,
Well, before we get into it, I thought we'd chat a little bit because this morning we had a really amazing talk,
Yeah.
which was a unconscious bias training, which was really great. Like, it was just a really nice thing to do with everyone.
Yeah.
And, like, it was also, like, a bit, like, there was participation from the audience
yeah.
and everyone got really stressed
it was
out.
so good. It was so interactive.
was.
It was really nice, to be fair. I
was.
feel like that interaction is actually needed.
Yeah.
Because you
Right.
get, like, a little bit overwhelmed when you first go in, and then I think, like, once you
And
start
what
chatting.
was so nice, I was at the first one where Anna and Annie actually came 4 years ago, and it's just so lovely to see how much we have grown,
Yeah.
but
Wow. They
also
said
the
that as well.
diversity in the mix we have at SheerLuxe,
Yeah.
and how far we've come.
For sure. It is really nice to see. And also, I think it was just, I'm sure you feel the same, Saroop, but as being like people of colour in this business, it's really nice to talk about it with everyone and kind of feel like,
it's needed.
like they're going to get what, like the one thing that really got me when it popped on the screen was that, where are you really from?
Yeah.
I cannot
Yeah.
tell
A
you
number of
the amount
times.
of times I've had that, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what do you
Yeah.
mean? Like, it's the most horrible feeling, and you're like, oh, I'm from India, because that's what they want you to say,
Yeah,
right?
they want you to
So
say,
it's
yeah.
like, but I think it's just really nice, because it's those little things that I think you just don't know, you don't hear unless someone talks about it, so it's really nice
Sure.
to...
I always hate, like, not I love your name, but the fact that people get our names
Oh my
muddled
gosh.
still, like, to this day is still, you know, it's little things. It's just like proactively, even if you get them wrong, then just apologizing and saying, oh my gosh, I didn't mean that. But like, you know, it's just recognizing that. But then also knowing how other people feel.
Yes.
So like how you guys will have felt hearing that, and like how we hear each other's perspectives, I think is so important. They showed one of those social experiments where there was a white blind man and a black blind man, and all the people that the white blind man approached, they all helped him. So obviously, like, he's just gone and grabbed their hand and they all helped him out. But when the black man did the same, nobody wanted to help him. And it was just like, it was a really brutal, but
It was
like
very
a really
sad
honest.
to imagine that.
Yeah, but that's real life, isn't it? So it was just like nice to then like have that in your mind. You're like, actually, no, we can make such an active change so easily.
100%.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just those conversations we need to keep having.
Yeah, I
It's
thought
really
it was
nice.
really cool.
It's
And it's really nice because we had that chat. I feel like it opens up where
Yeah.
if there's any issues, it's like we've already had this chat. One step further, I'd like to bring this to the table. Like I feel like it's really opened up for more to happen, which is so nice. I'm excited.
And I think
for
you
us
need
out.
to have difficult
Yeah.
conversations.
Yeah,
We have been having more.
Yeah.
really fun.
Exactly. Another thing I wanted to say was Daisy. I'm going to give you a little plug here. You've been doing a really cool running club.
Oh, I have. And do you know what? Saroop came and joined me.
Yeah, I did, but it's your thing. Sorry.
You were the first
Did you run,
one.
Sapna was there for the
Did you
coffee,
run?
guys. She was ready.
Maybe
No,
next time.
it's actually crazy to see how many people turned up for
Yeah.
you. Like,
It was
so many
nice.
people were
So
like,
sick.
Daisy's great, isn't she? I was like, yeah.
Aw,
And it's like, we all became friends because we knew
That's
No,
Daisy.
do you know what? It's one
Sweet.
more that I feel like run clubs, they can be seen to be either competitive or
Yeah.
intimidating or, and this is not
Yeah.
that. It's just come for a little shuffle.
Yeah.
And it's more about the
Yeah.
social afterwards.
Well,
isn't
yeah,
it?
because
So
when I was
fun.
last on the pod, I was like, you all love to run, but you're right. It was so nice because there's two groups, so
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
come, so it's like suitable for anyone.
Yeah.
And it's such a nice social thing to do after.
We met some really nice girls, didn't we?
Really nice, like really
So
sweet.
fun.
They were all like, they all knew Daisy.
They all knew
And it
you
was
as
so
well.
sweet, like seeing them all.
Also, my
So
friends
fun.
were just so excited to
That
meet
was
you as
so
well.
sweet, but it's like so nice. And Batsy's great. Like, there's also so many other people running. You never feel
Yeah.
out of your depth. There's loads of people,
Yeah,
isn't there?
exactly.
Amazing.
It's really cool. I said to Daisy during the week, I was like, guess who won her first 5K run in about like 4 years? Because I want to go to this run club, but I don't want to be like
So you're
an
practicing
hour
for
behind
the practice
everyone.
run,
I'm
yeah.
practicing for the chill run that everyone else is
We
doing.
might get you to pace the children.
Yeah, perfect.
And Steph, how's the move been?
We've moved east. I was west before.
I'm East, babe. Oh yeah, of course you're in East Festivals, aren't you? Yeah.
And I'm loving it. It's really on brand for me. I think.
Yeah,
You know,
I love
like
that.
it's cool, down with the kids.
And you've made like all the corners of your
Oh
flat
my god,
look
I'm
so sweet.
so excited. Like even getting into like interiors and all that. It's nice to actually have a space and have the time to really put into
And what's it like living together?
Oh my god, I literally love it. Come home from work. Like before we lived together, when I'd come home from work, I'd just go on my phone, doom scroll, and go to bed.
Yeah.
Like nothing would happen. But I'd go home now, might go for a big long walk, might watch a movie. I think it's just so nice. I feel
Casually
so much
grab a
happier.
bagel.
Casually
Sure
grab a
do. I love that. That's
Who's
really
the cook in the relationship?
Peter.
Is he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, no, I'm
Okay.
terrible. I just
What are his specialities?
he's a bit of a health king. A bit of an athlete. So anytime I cook, he's like, there's too much butter in this, too much mayonnaise. I'm like, come on, man with no taste.
Honestly, this girl,
Yeah.
like whenever I go over, I'm like, what are you gonna have? She's like, probably cheesy pasta again. I'm like,
I
okay.
mean,
Cheesy
Okay.
pasta. I mean, it's elite.
No hate. Oh, no hate.
Yeah, y'all be hating,
But
but it's
Peter is
fire.
not a cheesy pasta kind
No,
of guy.
no, he is like chicken broccoli, like a bit of a daisy buzz.
Yeah. When this one pops open her lunchbox,
Her lunch is
Christ.
sad.
Sorry, guys.
Honestly.
oh no, it's the tuna. I can't do.
Tuna, the macros on tuna are amazing.
Fair enough.
So good.
No, I'm really into my pesto pasta at the moment.
Oh,
You
Oh,
do- I just-
pesto
I mean,
pasta's
I
so
really
good.
go through phases where I'm so organised. I do my big prep for the week, and then
Yeah.
I'm just like, all I want is pasta.
Yeah,
I know,
so
it's like a
good.
hyperfixation thing on
It
a
is,
certain meal,
isn't it?
isn't it?
Yeah.
It really is that you have to plan. When I'm planned and I've done my food shop and I've got everything, I can like make sure I'm eating well. But as
Oh, it's
soon as
so
I don't,
easy,
it's
yeah.
like pasta,
Yeah,
carbonara,
yeah.
pasta.
Yeah. But also the fact that like until recently tender stem was just like you couldn't find it in any supermarkets. Like why were we running out of so much vegetable only like a few weeks ago? Guys, I kid you not, I went into 3 Aldi's
Really?
for tender stem broccoli. Coco messaged me and was like, "Did you find it?" I was like, "No." I was like, "I'm
serious?
on the 3rd store. It's okay, I found some now." But struggles when you're trying to meal prep and become a macro queen and there's no tender stem.
Side note: have you tried the Haagen-Dazs ice cream bites that were in the freezer upstairs?
No, but I've seen you raving about them yesterday. Came in with a plate of them. into the office.
Haagen-Dazs mini ice cream bites. You know when you just need something sweet
Yeah.
after dinner.
Yeah.
Are you like that? I'm
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely,
always.
This
100%.
perfect hits the spot.
Stunning.
Oh,
Do you know what I
love a
saw on
bit of ice cream.
TikTok? It was like they blend up frozen raspberries and then to like a pulp basically.
Yeah.
Pour it on like a baking sheet, freeze it, and then dip it in chocolate. So it's not like just a frozen raspberry, which you know I love, but it was like a full on blended situation. You bite into it and it's like gooey in the middle and then chocolate on the outside.
Ooh,
it
I would
just
love that.
looks incredible.
Sounds like those.
And I like the idea
Yeah.
of freezing something, not having to
Yeah.
cook it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And if you can be bothered, the dates
Oh,
cut
yes.
open
Oh, I
with
love
peanut
dates.
butter,
Peanut butter.
dipped in dark chocolate and
Oh.
salt.
A bit of
on
salt.
top.
You
Oh,
gotta
they're
put the salt
delicious.
Oh
on.
my god, that sounds so good. I've not
They're
seen
like a
this.
Snickers, a healthy-ish.
Okay,
Snickers.
yeah, version of that. Oh no, I'll take that though.
I
So
want to
good.
know what you guys eat when like you've got home from work and you need something quick.
Oh.
Is it just pasta or like what is it?
Do you want to know?
Yeah, go on.
Coconut rice gyozas, bit of soy sauce. Boom.
Oh,
that is-
delicious.
that-
We have emergency gyoza packs
Oh,
in the
same,
freezer.
to be fair.
Yeah, so
Do
good.
you steam them or
Yeah,
microwave them?
steam them.
'Cause I don't have a microwave.
No, we don't
not.
either.
There's
don't have
if
a
you have a
microwave.
pan, you put a bit of water and a bit of oil and then cover it.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
10 minutes off, and then it's crispy on the bottom and it's steamed.
Yeah, so
Have
good.
you guys had the Blue Dragon pad thai kits?
Yes,
Ooh,
I have
oh,
actually.
with like the green Thai curries and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
they've got
Yeah.
a pad thai kit. All you need to add is an egg, bean sprouts, and then your protein.
yeah.
So like grab some frozen prawns, put it all together. It is amazing.
Love
Crack an
that.
egg at the
Really
end,
good.
scramble it in.
That's really good because that's
Pad
a full
thai.
proper
So
meal.
And also
good.
it serves two, but they are hefty portions.
Yeah, so you can like get you decent like lunch out of it as
Yeah.
well. Love that.
Lovely.
Love it.
And you are cheesy pasta.
cheesy pasta, or like tortilla chips and
And a good dip or something.
jalapeno Ramona's hummus.
Just
Do you know the
tried
one?
that this week.
No, wait,
Oh
where
my
are we
God.
getting this
Guys,
from?
it's got a serious kick
It's
to it.
so good.
I
isn't
love
it?
that.
I feel like we had
Where'd
it
you
in
get
the
it from?
bank.
I think it was Waitrose.
Oh, yeah, Sainsbury's
Okay.
sell it.
I'm gonna get one today then.
You would
So
Yeah,
absolutely
Sainsbury's.
love
I've
it.
seen it on there's that one person I follow, Galatia's on TikTok. She always has that hummus, and I've been like, where does one get this? So yeah,
Oh,
I'll
it's
go
game
get it.
changing.
Stunning.
It's
Oh my
actually
God,
game
okay.
changing. It has a real kick to it.
Yeah, jalapeno flavors.
I feel like I can't control myself when it comes to hummus. I could not tell you how much I'm eating. I will like shovel it in.
It's a good thing. It's good for you.
Yeah,
good for you.
chickpeas,
It's
isn't it?
protein.
What do you guys think of tara masalata?
Oh, it's awful.
No.
Do you?
I've had
The
it.
fish egg one.
No.
Whenever me and my sister have something and like we don't like it, all that it gets compared to is tara masalata.
It's
so
pink.
that's
the pink
our.
dip. It's
oh,
like tzatziki, but
It's
pink.
the one that is always left over in
Oh,
the four
gotcha.
group of dips. It's
Yeah,
always
avoid.
left
No,
over.
it's actually so good. I didn't know it was made out of fish.
Oh my god,
It's
it's
made out of fish.
You can taste it. It is not a vibe.
Well,
Don't.
tzatziki then.
Yeah.
Oh,
Slay.
tzatziki,
No,
yeah.
the
Slay.
aubergine one. Eggplant.
Oh,
What's that called again?
baba ganoush.
Baba ganoush.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh my
It's
god, that
good.
Lebanese team lunch that we had the other day
Oh my God,
was stunning.
That was probably
Stunning.
like one of the best. We
The
have
best
very
one.
good team lunches.
we
do.
do.
We do.
Jess
Thank you,
smashes it every
Jessie.
time.
Thank
yeah.
you, Jessie.
But the variety of food that they do, oh my god, there's something for everyone. And you can easily have. It's one of those meals you don't realize you could have it all vegetarian.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, true.
So
That's like
hungry.
Indian food. I feel you can easily have really good vegetarian Indian food.
Such
I've
good
got
vegetarian
so
food.
into what are they called?
What?
The pancakes.
Oh, like what, roti?
Yeah, roti. Oh my god,
yeah.
I've got so. I've got so
Love
into
that.
roti.
That's so good.
Oh, they're so good.
You
You
Yeah.
should try aloo paratha. Oh my
Really?
god,
Yeah,
it's
aloo
fucking
paratha
good.
is
My
so,
favourite
so
is just
good.
dipping it into curries and things.
Yeah, that's how you
What-
do it.
how
and a bit of-
else?
yeah.
I have it with yogurt, which I know is random.
then,
I know a
yeah.
lot of people, British people, don't like yogurt for like savoury, but in India you have it a lot with like
On the curry.
yeah, on
Yeah.
the curry or
really
like on the
nice.
side. Like I always have my aloo paratha with yogurt, like Greek yogurt.
I always have it like that growing up. So my auntie, I used to like, we all lived together and my auntie would make that yogurt like from her, like homemade. But it's just a weird tradition thing. Her mum does it, so she does it. When they're in the middle of making it, they don't talk. So me and my brother would sit there and be like, what about this? Can we have this? We're going to have Chris. We're going to do this. Because we knew she couldn't talk. So then we just like do all the stuff we weren't allowed to do within the like 15 minutes that we were allowed to. It's
oh,
incredible.
that's so sweet.
So good. We'll have to go
that.
for like a proper Indian.
Well, we
Oh.
haven't had a
no.
team. We had an Indian team lunch.
did.
yet.
We did
Recently-ish.
actually because we did
Roti
for
King, wasn't
Diwali
it?
when we
Yeah.
brought in like a few like of those sauces and
yes,
stuff like that. But
yes,
Tooting
yes.
back, I mean, it's around the corner,
I
guys. Tooting
know.
back.
Wembley as well.
Yeah,
Such good food.
stun.
Is that your favourite cuisine?
What, Indian?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Bias, yeah, Indian. But after that, not gonna lie, stick to Italian.
Italian's
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
classic.
the pizza,
Hello.
pasta,
God.
so good.
Mexican
but like
too, though.
all of it, but the
Mexican.
bread, Mexican.
Ixchel
my
on the King's
God.
Road. Who's been there yet?
Oh no, I saw it the other day.
I saw
But
it, yes,
Oh,
I saw that on
excited.
your story.
It's so
I wanted to know
pretty.
how to pronounce it.
Jalapeno spicy marg.
Oh,
And there's one Azteca that's just opened on
Oh,
Battersea
yeah.
Rise. We should go there.
should.
That's
Oh,
actually a
yeah.
chain, but I've heard it's pretty good.
Can we do it?
Yeah.
love that, absolutely. Okay, but one more for, just really plugging the Italians. Manteca and Shoreditch.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
really
I
good.
really, I do
Oh
really like
my
my
god,
Really
the
good.
pasta is like to die for. And you know that guy on TikTok that always asks famous people their famous stuff, like
Yeah.
their favorite spots in London.
Yeah.
Jaw, yeah.
Always comes up. Manteca
do really
always
like
comes up. Oh my
Manteca.
god, you need to go.
That is
so
really
good.
good.
Let's talk about the hot list now. I feel like there's loads going on. I mean, the number one thing that's like booming in my mind is JoJo Siwa.
Oh, guys.
Anyone else?
God.
Guys,
When-
what is going on?
Everybody is referencing her, like in everything.
She really reminds me of like when we were 6 thinking we were YouTubers in the mirror.
Yeah.
Yes,
I know.
for sure.
Oh my god.
That energy.
It's just like, it's a real minefield for me because I think she genuinely does have a lot of followers. She is a huge presence.
Oh, yeah.
But I think this like rebrand that she thinks she's doing isn't really a thing. Like, I don't see much of a difference. Like, she's singing about being a bad girl, but like who, what,
I think
when?
perhaps because I feel like it must be with people that have experienced fame at that such a young age.
Yes,
They're probably
so
always
young.
reminded of it.
Yeah.
They feel the need to try and separate
Get
themselves
rid of
from it
that,
and be like,
yeah.
stop treating me like this kid.
Yeah.
It's like all the Disney kids, isn't it? It's like they all have that
100%.
era
Like, look at Miley,
when, like, yeah.
the Wrecking Ball era.
Well, that's what she
Oh.
keeps.
So
That's what
iconic,
she keeps
yeah.
referencing. She's like, I'm having my Miley bangers moment. I
That's
was
the
like,
thing, though. I think she's trying to do that thing where she's like trying to be so much like someone else. It's like, do your own thing.
just
Come
do
on,
your
like you
own
can
thing.
do it.
Although I did listen to her Call Her Daddy episode and really,
Did you?
it was funny. A
Was
lot
it
of it was
good?
funny, but I actually think I felt bad for her more than I thought I was
Yeah,
going
I
to.
think-
Yeah.
Because I relate to her
I,
more.
it's
Really?
quite
Yeah.
it's quite endearing. in
You
some
forget
ways.
she is actually quite young.
Yeah.
Yeah,
still.
and her life was like dictated by her family. She didn't really
Yeah.
get much of a.
And also,
Like saying that.
don't forget she was on Dance Moms.
Dance
so
Moms.
Yeah,
is
that was really
traumatic
intense.
in itself.
So
That was
true.
But
awful.
Alex, she was great. The way she
Her
was quite
reaction.
taken
Oh my
back.
God.
What's so great about her is the way she can just quickly
Yeah,
I
she
know.
maneuver.
switched.
She quickly, and it's I'd sit there like
Staring.
like
Same.
and she just so quickly goes, oh, like whatever.
She's very good. And I think also she's not afraid to say what everyone else is thinking.
Oh,
I
no,
think
yeah, she
a
just
lot of
does it.
interviews, and I'm sure I've done this many times, is just go along with it. Be like, yeah, and
You're
just
like,
agree, because
okay.
you don't want to upset the other person.
Yeah.
But I think she's very much like, but JoJo,
She just
what
goes
does that
for it.
actually
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Guys,
I think
even her
that's so
hat.
good.
Her hat.
Oh,
in the
yeah, she's
interview.
like, what's going on?
Did you see it?
And
too?
the
I
more
didn't
sort of
see it. I
vibrant
really
she
wanna
gets with
see
her
it.
expressions, it's like jingling in her face.
She had a cap on that had rhinestones hanging down.
No.
So like
Oh my
really
God.
long rhinestones.
And
so
her
when she
mum
talks,
does it. Her mum does all
Yeah.
her costumes.
Sweet.
and
Oh,
stuff.
dude.
One
Lord,
thing I do
fire
have to
her.
say though about JoJo, like I think she has probably helped so many young girls who've come out because I think when that
Yes.
happened, and she spoke about how much hate she got.
Yeah.
But I think it's amazing that as someone who is so in the public eye, that she did that with no fear, with no nothing. And
Yeah,
I
and
think
so
it's probably
young
helped
as
so
well
many
to
people.
make that decision. So
Yeah.
young to come out and do it. It's so impressive.
And even aside from that, like just girls who feel a bit different, who feel a bit quirky, who feel like they don't really fit in.
Fit
It's
in,
like,
yeah,
well,
so
JoJo
true.
Siwa's exactly that, and
Yeah.
she's doing bloody great.
So true.
So
Yeah.
don't
How
really
old
take
is
it down.
she?
I think she's just 20 now.
What?
See,
Yeah.
that's so young. And for the world to be seeing that as well, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot to put out there.
I think she's just, as much as like maybe sometimes it's cringy or maybe it's whatever, she's just
It's
being
sweet.
herself.
Yeah,
She's
it's
just
just
being
it's
her
like
most
authentically
authentic self.
herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I kind of love that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
so
bless
good.
her.
Have we spoken about Camilla Cabello yet? We spoke about Addison Rae.
Yeah.
And actually, I completely forgot about this when we were speaking about that. That Camilla Cabello is also doing a very similar thing.
Is she
Doing a
rebranding?
rebrand.
Have you not seen
I
it?
haven't seen
She's
her.
like bleach blonde. That song, the one that they just did, you just did that. That's Camilla Cabello.
No way, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Guys, the dance was wild. When you lot make me do TikTok dances, it makes me feel 80. I'm like, what is this? Like, what is
know.
this?
No, I need to show
I
you
know.
guys. You would have seen it
haven't
and probably
seen
just
it.
didn't realize this is Camilla Cabello's new
So,
song. It
honestly,
sounds
I
like
mean, I
Charlie
know they're not
XCX.
together, but I feel like the last time I paid attention to like just like that kind of pop culture was when she was with Shawn
Shawn
Mendes.
Mendes
Yeah.
walking around with a coffee
Legit.
cup
This is
during pandemic.
So
Oh my god,
hot.
that's her voice. I can kind of see. Let's see what she looks
Yeah,
like.
I actually quite like
That is
the
a bop.
song.
I
I like that.
like
That's a bop.
Yeah, interesting. But she also was on Call Her Daddy, so definitely listen to that episode.
Oh, Call Her
because
Daddy
that
as
was
a
a really good
podcast
episode.
has smashed
Honestly,
it, haven't they?
so
They've done
banger after
so
banger.
well. I love
I
watching
get
it.
so excited.
I know. Every week I'm like, oh, who's she got
So
this
good.
week?
No, they're so good. I can't wait to see her wedding, guys.
I know.
Oh yeah, I know. I saw
mega.
all of that. I'm really intrigued. I love seeing people's weddings unfold.
Yeah.
So intrigued to
Did you
see
see
how
her
they
like
go.
wedding collab with Skims?
Yeah, that was cool.
So
that
fire.
Was
That's
really
so
cool.
sick.
She looked hot.
Yeah. Also, Coachella was obviously last weekend, so we don't want to talk about Coachella itself too much, but we did want to speak about the marketing campaigns and the
Yeah.
like. There were so many cool things going on, whether it was
think
like
they've had to really
push or
switch it up, haven't
guests
they?
and like there's just really
Yeah,
cool
I feel like if
stuff.
you're not leveraging Coachella as a marketing style,
I
Yeah,
know, like,
no,
come
you
on.
need to, yeah.
then you're doing it wrong.
And I think
I'd
this
have
year they
wanted-
nearly had to go hard.
Have
Yeah.
to go where I'd have wanted to be in that guest house so
Oh
bad.
my god,
What,
so
Push?
cool.
Everyone
No,
cool was in
guests.
that guest
Oh, guests,
house.
yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh my god, it was
Yeah.
popping.
It was really cool.
Yeah, it looked
the
really cool.
branding was really cool.
Guys, Busta Rhymes returned. Busta Rhymes performed with Lauryn Hill.
I didn't
And,
see
Oh my
that.
god,
I
I
didn't see that either.
rewatched all the videos of it like 4 times, just like staring at it. Like, if I could have been anywhere at that moment in time,
Oh my
honestly, I would have
What a
paid
vibe.
so much money to have been there. I'll show you the clip after.
Oh my
Such
God.
good vibes,
so
honestly.
sweet.
She's hilarious.
But I actually like, not to talk about Coachella too much, but I actually think this year was quite like out of the last
Oh,
years.
they smashed it this
Yeah.
year.
Smashed it.
I think they've learned
Performances,
from the previous years when
outfits.
everyone's been like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And they've like gone hard this year.
Yeah,
100%.
I'd have
Should have
loved
done
to
it this
been
year,
there.
guys.
What were some of the other campaigns?
Well, I thought Push was amazing only because it was very different to the others. Like the others
Yeah.
were like, let's get drunk, let's get pumped
Yeah,
up
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
thing. But Push staying true to itself.
Yeah.
Like they're a
Yeah.
wellness publication. They
So
had
true.
this incredible house, and in it was sort of this amazing gifting suite. So they could go in, choose whatever they wanted. Outside they had plunge pools. They had a
Like juice bar.
juice
and, like,
bars.
Yeah, so it's
they
a bit
had
more of like the
all the
wellness queen
wellness.
thing,
It was
yeah.
so cool.
That's really good. I don't
Like
know.
yoga.
I would love
They
that.
had like morning
Yes.
yoga. It was amazing.
Should we do a
Bit of both.
LuxGen group trip?
I
to
know. I was
Coachella?
gonna say. I would love that. Can you imagine?
Oh, I
Tickets,
know.
Make it happen.
Louise.
But like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of miss that era of when like it was a big hype of what Kylie was gonna wear, and she came out with the
know.
blue hair, and
Oh
they
my
would all
God.
wear such
Yes.
like iconic fits. I
know.
miss that era.
Also, moving away from Coachella, but more just about concerts in general, I feel like I keep seeing this thing of like UK crowds are so much better, and it's
They are.
so true. I'm
True,
sorry, but
I would back
see
that
like
to the end.
I see performances, and I'm like, the deadest crowd. Do you
Yeah.
know who's
Yes.
on your stage right now? Come on, like
Yeah.
The UK just give it. It's all that singing in assemblies.
Facts.
Yes!
Oh my god, you smashed it. That is so true.
It is, it
Man's
is.
got the whole world in his hands.
Yeah.
That is the one, you know.
got
For sure. That was the OG banger.
Honestly, assemblies, we would be like screaming those hymns.
Oh my god! But also at uni, I feel like mosh pitting is at its peak.
Yes.
So like now,
Yeah, I have some really traumatic
Same.
experiences in mosh pits.
Same.
Reading Fest in like 2012.
but you just get dashed in the middle, and you just have to
Honestly.
like.
But
pray for
even
the
at
best.
like in Bristol, I went to SWX, and that was like everyone's mosh pitting for like Chase
Yeah.
and Status. I'm like, you all right? Like,
But like,
It's
do you
the
remember,
British
like,
culture.
It is,
Yeah.
but I feel like there were a lot of iconic moments that happened. Do you remember when Drake bought J Hus out when he was fresh out
Oh my
of pen?
god, yes.
oh my god!
Fresh out of the pen.
Oh
True.
my
Oh
goodness!
my
I'm
God.
sorry, but that was like iconic.
Oh my
that
gosh.
again, but what is the US
And
gonna
also,
do?
do you remember Thiago Silva when?
Oh, the
yes.
guy!
Oh my
yeah,
God,
he's
yes.
absolutely like,
Alex
he's-
from Glasgow.
Like the
yeah.
fact he's taking that to his grave,
Oh my
he should
God.
be
Oh my
so
god, that's so
proud.
sick. But that was such an organic thing to happen. Like
was.
that was such a
that
like
would
a
only
British
happen in
thing.
the
Those
UK.
surprise
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
so
also
true.
Adele
it was,
as well, the way she performs.
Yeah.
Again, British icon taking it to
Amazing.
Don't think that she's still ours. She might be in the
Yeah.
US, but she's
Yeah.
British.
and Harry Styles when he brought out Stormzy and they sang Vossi Bop. Oh my god,
Oh
the
my God,
crowd!
yeah,
It
what
was in a
that?
tiny place in London, but
No
that video
way.
lives
That's
so good.
Oh
Rent
yeah,
free
and the
in
way
my head.
like Fred again just pops up at random
yeah.
bars and performs as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
That's just iconic in
I
itself.
know.
Oh my gosh, yeah, mad.
So proud to be British, guys.
Proud.
That's the one thing.
So something else we wanted to speak about was Nike revealed their USA track and field bodysuits,
Oh, the
and it's
one that
gotten a
was-
lot of backlash.
Okay.
Basically, they claim that it's been one of their most like collaborated on kits with athletes for athletes, and it's
It
very
looks like
technical.
Skims.
Honestly,
It
it was the
looked-
Kylie Swim. It was Kylie Swim.
Yeah, it was the
Literally
female.
sponsored
Yeah,
by
so
Kylie Swim.
it was the female version that was like a freaking Brazilian
Honestly,
cut bottom.
Athletes have enough to worry about as it is, let alone going to get a wax.
No, it's
Yeah,
true.
so
No.
true.
But like also that's like we always say this, like whenever I talk about athletes, it's so much pressure for you to perform in that minute. There shouldn't be like anything else on your mind.
Also,
and,
let's
like,
get the
yeah.
men in Borat costumes,
Yeah.
shall we?
Yeah,
Because that's
exactly.
basically what it's like.
No, it is. It's ridiculous. Even
also-
all the female athletes were tweeting like, "Hang on, is my whole downstairs going to be out? Like
Yeah.
this isn't. That's not what it's for. This is serious stuff. Like this is my
Yeah.
life."
It also feels like it's been modelled off of a very specific body type that I just think
Yeah.
they don't take into
Yeah.
account a range of body
Yeah,
types.
so
Also, I
It's
don't
like-
Yeah.
even know if it would be comfortable.
Oh, it
I
definitely
can't
wouldn't.
imagine.
But Nike have also had a bit more scrutiny because they have been promoting
yeah.
mannequins with blade, so like an amputee with a blade
Right, okay.
to promote obviously their trainers or whatever
Yeah.
their sports kit. So there was a Paralympian that actually emailed Nike being like, "It's great that you are being so
Super.
inclusive, but is there a chance for me to be able to buy one trainer? Because obviously if you're promoting,
Yeah, of course.
like." The mannequin wearing one trainer, surely you can get one trainer. And
Yeah.
they were like, no, but we can offer you a 10% discount.
Yeah.
That's outrageous.
So then they
isn't it?
upped it to 15%. Anyway, I just think that brands shouldn't be able to do that
No,
if they're not
absolutely.
then
It's tokenistic,
being able to
yeah.
sell. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that's
And
wild.
also, like, maybe, like, not giving the benefit of doubt, but maybe at the start they didn't think about that. But once someone says, oh, can I
Oh,
do
it's a
this?
brilliant way
fucking
to-
change it.
yeah,
like,
you
make
should
it a
realise
thing.
straight
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
absolutely.
That's mad.
To be humane, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Especially these huge brands making so much money. They
Yeah.
are the ones
Oh.
who can
So,
afford to
yeah.
do
Totally.
that. So
Absolutely.
there's
Do you
no
think they'll?
excuse.
Sorry, just going back to it. Do you think they'll change the kit though? Surely for the women.
I think from the amount of backlash
Yeah.
they've got,
Yeah.
they
Surely.
hopefully, and it's really interesting actually to see how they respond to this. Because I think that's one thing that really shows what a brand is like,
So
is when
true.
there's something that happens, or they've
Yeah.
done
How
something
they
wrong,
respond.
how they respond,
Yeah,
how
so
they go
true.
forward. So keep
Do
an
you
eye
think
on
they
that.
were just trying to sort of be fashion forward?
I reckon they probably did work with someone who said this would be a good way to do it. Maybe that's something they like to wear, but I think it should have had a slightly wider pool
Yeah,
of people
totally.
that was speaking to, or
100%.
like
Yeah.
to create.
You wonder
this.
how they get it wrong though, don't you? Like, this
do
is
you get
going
it
to
so
go
wrong?
through thousands of hands before it gets approved to then fit thousands of women that are like, you know, doing everything they can in sport. And it's
I think they said something about it being streamlined. I was like,
so that is a different level of
Okay.
aerodynamic.
oh god. There's a fourth Bridget Jones movie coming out,
No
and guess
way.
who's in it? Leo Woodall.
Of course, the guy from One Day. I have to remind you, because has not in touch at all.
Yeah, because I was like, do you know who it is? I was
No,
like,
I know who Leo Woodall is. But
I was like, oh, you don't look like you know. I was like, somebody's with me.
No, from One
The
Day.
geezer
One Day,
from One Day,
yeah.
yeah.
And
I
from
know him as the
White
geezer from
Lotus.
One Day. But
The
yeah.
geezer.
The geezer from One Day.
Yeah, so he's in it, and he's going to apparently be playing her younger love interest. But I'm like, what's
Oh,
his face
so is
gone?
it
Has he
going
died?
back in the day, is it?
No, current.
But if he's playing,
As in, he's
back in the day.
younger. He's young. She's the same. He's just a younger love interest that will be.
oh, I thought you mean they were going back in time to
No.
when they were a kid. Oh.
No.
What's she going to do with the kid? She's got
I
a
don't
kid.
know. I forgot about that
I
part.
don't know, but I was on. I was coming back from like a holiday, and the woman next to me was watching Bridget Jones, and I think she clocked that I was watching it because she started turning it towards me.
that
It's such a sick film, though.
Yeah,
I
it is
forgot
so
how
good.
the first two. Renee's up. I can't believe she's not British.
Yeah.
The day I found out she
Yes.
was American blew my mind.
I know.
She's
such a comfort
so
film.
sick.
I mean, I'm excited to see. I don't know where the storyline
my
is
God, that's
going
gonna
to
be
go
so
next
good.
at this point, but I guess
wild.
where it's going is she's with someone much younger. But what? Yeah, my question is, what's
I
happened
want
to
Hugh
what's the actor's
Grant,
name?
Hugh Grant and Colin Firth.
Colin Firth. What's happened to Colin Firth in this? Has he died?
I don't. I hope not. I feel like they do that to everyone. Don't they? Sex in the City.
Yeah,
Big
let's
Red,
not
like
do that again.
No. What's your comfort movie, guys?
Got a few.
Princess Diaries, The Devil Wears Prada.
Oh,
Yeah,
I do love
so
both of those.
good.
I actually also always go to The Great Gatsby or Bend It Like Beckham.
Oh, I love
Oh,
Bend It
Bend It
Like
Like
Beckham.
I know
Good.
actually a while ago
Dirty
we were
Dancing.
slating the like stereotypes, which I still stand
Oh,
by.
no, me too, but as a film,
movie,
oh,
it's like
so
my
good.
childhood and I do love it.
So good.
It's brilliant.
Sorry, what
What's
did you
yours, Steph?
say?
Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing. That's a very good
Really?
one.
I've actually never seen that all the way through.
Oh, you should.
Oh my God, what a good
What's
film.
yours?
I feel like it's How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I think it
Oh
is.
my
yeah.
God, that is such
Watch
a
that
good
one a
film.
lot.
That is another one. That's so
Such
good.
a good
I
one.
love that.
Oh, sorry. Also, Cubby Cushy Cubby Cum. That is such.
It's so good, but it's
good
so long.
I
And I
mean,
won't
it's
lie,
shit.
I
so
skip certain
every
bits.
every Bollywood film. I'll give you a disclaimer now. I'm sure you know it's about 4 hours long, but it's worth it. The dancing,
oh my
the
God.
costume.
The music. Yeah.
So Jay's mum and dad went to go and watch a Bollywood film in the cinema, right? And they parked in a car park, which is like a normal NCP. And they thought it was just like 2 hours, maybe a little bit longer. And by the time the film finished, they went back and their car got locked.
Oh, no.
Their car got locked in the car park because the Bollywood film was that long. There was a
brilliant.
whole intermission in
That's.
it.
I was gonna say when
happens.
I've been in India and I've watched a film, there is
Yeah,
a
they
full on
do
like
full
a play.
intermission.
You have an
Wow.
intermission.
That's a brilliant idea.
They do it. So then on the
That would
DVD...
be me. That would keep my
Yeah,
attention span.
and on the
Dancing.
DVD, like after that bit, it like fades out and it goes intermission, and then it comes back in. It's so hilarious.
I love it. The
But
dramatics.
speaking of Indian films, guys, I would honestly encourage every single person to watch it. Monkey Man, Dev
Yes.
Patel,
Yes, it talks
Jordan
through-
Peele.
Tell us what it's
So,
about. I'm
well,
so keen.
basically, so the actual backstory, he was filming, it was really difficult to film. He filmed this whole thing during COVID, right? On a really remote island. I'm pretty sure it's in Indonesia. But basically, he lost so much of his production team and camera crew because they didn't think it would happen. So he ended up doing loads of it. He ended up producing it himself. He got really injured early on. So they ended up doing like upper body shots to like block out. I think it was his arm or leg. But what he says is everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. And then Jordan Peele, who's like amazing, but he helped to produce it. And honestly, the film is incredible. So some people think it's a superhero one. It's not. It's based on a legend of Hanuman, but it's basically about how one human being has the power to do and to change the entire course of life and to do so much. So basically, you should never disregard anybody because they could come for you at any time. But it's kind of about revenge and avenging, but in a positive way. So it's like the Indian government have really ruined the lives of this one particular minority, you know, disregarded them. And he watched it happen. He survived and he watched it. And it's basically about how that trauma has led him to do this. But there's so many like sub-dialects going on and it's so well filmed. The music is so good. Guys, honestly, you have to
I'm
watch
so
it.
keen. I've been wanting to watch it for ages.
I didn't even do it justice because it's so good.
No,
You
it's
should
brilliant.
see it.
And
It's
he's one of my like favorite actors ever. Like he's just
so
incredible.
good.
he is
Do you know what? Him and Zendaya right now in life are just killing
Killing
life.
it.
Smashing
Zendaya
it.
on this press tour.
Hello.
Oh my
My
god. Blonde
God.
fringe or the big
Everything.
ponytail thing.
Oh,
No, wait, what was the thing?
has she, do blondes have more fun? I don't know. I'm going to tell you when I find out. She is so
She's
iconic.
iconic, isn't she?
So iconic.
Her looks, Law Roach, her stylist, honestly.
That Lacoste look. That she
Oh, I
wore.
love
Insane.
that.
so good,
cool.
wasn't it? And the tennis ball shoes.
Yeah.
So cool.
Tennis ball, everything.
Oh my
So good.
gosh.
Did you see her latest one? Do you remember the dress that JLo wore where it was like the really low, iconic blue and green one? It was a bit like that, but it was custom made Tom Ford with like a tennis ball in the middle.
Oh,
but
no
it was,
way.
and not only you could pull it off, and she looks so sick. So
good.
slow.
Sorry, it wouldn't be an LG podcast if I didn't mention Tom Holland. Did you see him
Oh my
in the
God.
gallery? Like, she's like, I'll give her her moment. And he's just there in the gallery in his little suit with this glass of wine. Like,
Honestly,
He's such a sweetheart.
when they were like, when they just sing along and like live their lives, I'm like, I want to be part of that world.
also, it's nice how she actually speaks about him now, because one of the journalists like asked her about him and like if she helped him with his lines for Romeo and Juliet, and she was like, yeah, we have. Can you imagine them sitting at home
know.
on the sofa with
Isn't
her
that
being
so
Juliet and him being
wild?
Romeo? I'd die.
Our real life Juliet and Romeo, aren't they?
I'm excited for that as well. That's sold out.
Yeah, no,
know,
it's
I
gonna
really-
be incredible.
I wish I
good.
got tickets, but it's really, it's it's like the Little Mermaid. It's getting a lot of backlash,
Stirred up a lot of
and I can't
controversy,
believe
yeah.
we're still doing
I know.
this.
So
know.
annoying. Did you see it, Days?
I haven't seen the backlash.
Basically, the Juliet has been cast as a black girl, and it's been getting so much hate. They're like,
ridiculous.
Juliet wouldn't have been black. I'm like, really?
And it's like
Yeah.
also, guys,
Really?
it was a play. It's
a
literally
play.
open to interpretation.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of drama
Well, back
and
in the day, it would
theatrical
have been just
art.
men playing all the characters.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And if anything, it actually adds to that story even more because
Yeah.
it's
It does.
showing the like maybe even more reason of
divide.
why there was such a divide between
Absolutely.
the families,
True.
why
So
they
much more
don't maybe
realistic.
approve of. But there's nothing about that shouldn't be how it is. So I just think it's
absolutely, but like also, it's all about the person. It's how she plays the role. So
Exactly.
I would love to see it. I cannot.
She's
wait.
going to smash it too.
We'll
gonna
have
be
to-
amazing.
We're gonna have to try and they're gonna add extra dates or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
We'll
Yeah,
get-
they'll
we'll
have
get
to.
them.
Who's seen the latest Dove campaign?
I haven't.
It's so lovely. Dove obviously kill it.
They
every
always
single
do a good
Really?
campaign.
Yeah,
Oh
but
my
this
God.
one's really sweet. It's called The Face of 10, and I feel like you guys will, well, I feel like we can relate after working in this industry and seeing how much influence social media has on these young girls thinking they need to be using anti-aging products or like doing hauls on TikTok.
Yeah.
And Dove are basically going against that, and they're showing photos of like a 10-year-old back when probably we were 10, and then the 10-year-olds now like applying all this beauty product to their face. But it just shows that
It is
just need
worrying,
to-
isn't
It's a
it?
bit scary.
yeah.
Isn't it?
Like, even like these past couple of weeks, because it's been half term, we've had a couple kids in the office, and the one thing I love is that they help me open my packages,
Yeah.
and I get so scared every time because I'm like, you can have whatever you want, but also don't use
don't
that.
need ceramide.
You don't
Like,
need
you
that.
can't
I
do
don't need
this.
that.
Yeah, no,
And
no.
it's like it is a bit sad, but also it's so nice to hear they still love the Body Shop.
get
They love
so
Superdrug. They love
excited.
it's sweet.
But
It's
it's the
really
fact
sweet.
they're
So
exposed
sweet.
to these things so early on.
Yeah.
Like,
I
I never
know.
knew. I mean, I was just using that peach scrub on my face.
Oh my
God.
for about
Oh,
10
St.
years.
Ives.
One.
My God. Yeah.
Lord.
You know, maybe they will all have the most incredible skin, but I do think, it's that.
Better to
Yeah,
strip
you've
Well,
gotta
it's
be a
nice to allow
kid.
kids to just be kids.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just
Do you know
Remember,
what? It was
even look in
really
the
nice as
mirror.
well. Like some of the girls that came into the office because it was half term, they didn't have any iPads, not an iPad in
Yes.
sight, coloured. Remember
Yes.
colouring, guys? Literally, they coloured. They like gave out packets, like the stuff that we used to do. I remember when I used to do work experience with my mum. Like that's what you had to do. You had to like write out addresses and do all that sort of
Yeah.
thing. And I was like, so wholesome.
So
I was
sweet.
like, so cute.
Yeah, I
to
don't
see
want to
it.
give my kid an iPad.
I know.
You know,
As
there
long
are
as I
adult
can.
colouring books. So
Oh my God,
Oh,
yeah.
I have one.
Yeah, I've got Harry
They're
Potter,
so
yeah.
therapeutic.
So good.
I was thinking actually, obviously moved into the new flat of like painting something, like painting a
Love
big
that.
thing
That'd
for
be
the wall.
so
I've done
nice.
that in
You
my
should do
flat.
it.
Yeah, I've got
Cute.
2 huge canvases. I literally got white paint and did that like kind of texture thing.
Yeah, I
So
love
it
that.
looks so expensive, and it was literally like
That's really
so
and
easy.
Yeah,
such
it's
a
just
nice
the price
activity,
of it,
and
yeah.
also
Hobby
look
craft.
cute. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, that's
Get
such
on,
a nice
yeah.
hobby.
Yeah.
I've really been thinking about hobbies recently.
Yeah,
I
like
don't
what
have
to do.
any.
Like, what do we do?
I don't have any, and I'd
Yeah.
really love to. When I was younger, I had so many hobbies. Like I learned, I was doing piano, I was doing guitar.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah, pick something up.
Yeah.
So good to do like different bits. Daisy's just here like running. That's me.
I know, but that's
running.
good, but it's something away from your
Tennis is
phone.
my summer
Yeah.
hobby.
Away
That's
from
a great
screen.
one.
That's
You
so
should get a
good,
tennis
tennis.
lesson.
I
Yeah.
can't do small balls.
Sorry, Saf.
Sorry, man.
Sorry, man.
Sorry, man.
She got expectation.
I can't. My sight's really bad, so I can't.
Oh, really?
So.
Not like horrible, but when it's a small ball, my hand-eye coordination, it will just go. I need big.
She's a klutzy girl.
I am dead. I did not know that. That is hilarious. So you actually can't.
No, I
just...
can't.
That's
Like I can't do ping
hilarious,
pong,
no
can't do
way.
badminton, can't do tennis.
That's
Or
what we call
final.
for
I like a little like secret hobby of mine is
Yeah.
getting a pack of watercolor paints with a little sketchbook and taking that on holiday because honestly
That's really wholesome.
it
I'm
creates the
obsessed with
best
you.
memories.
That is
That
so
is really
sweet.
sweet.
You can just whip it out anyway. You can be in a restaurant waiting for food. You can be
Oh
on
my god, imagine being dated. Oh, Daisy's
Stop
got a
it,
watercolour
imagine
the beach.
out.
All you need is a bit of water.
Imagine
so
doing that in
cute.
the UK. So what the hell are you
Nando's
doing?
with open
Trust
the
me, whips out
watercolours.
your watercolour.
Nando's.
No, I really love. They have them in Tiger. They've got
Yeah,
loads of
that's
them.
so
it's
sweet.
like an affordable
That's
hobby.
really nice.
really
One
nice.
thing that
That's
like
really
we
sweet.
always do, me and my dad, whenever we like go away anyway, or like actually if you're with your boyfriend, you know, like that joke that's like by the end of the holiday and you've got nothing to say to it. We always take cards.
Oh,
We
yes.
always
I love
take playing
cards.
cards. I think people really underestimate it, but it's so fun. It just
So
like
fun.
passes
Brilliant.
the time. It's good vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uno flip.
Uno.
That's
I was
fun.
gonna say
my
it.
God.
Uno.
Also,
So good.
Monopoly. Oh shit, what's
Monopoly
it
Deal.
called? Monopoly Deal.
Banging.
that one.
That oh my
Best
god,
game.
that carried my Christmas.
Yeah,
Every time I go, we were like we'd look at each other, have a cup of tea, then we're like trying to go. No.
My boyfriend, he'll be like, right, that's
God.
enough now. And I'll be like, yeah, but it's 3-1. Can we just do one?
I'd say you're so
so
competitive.
good. so good. It's just like a quicker and
Yeah,
easier version, but just as competitive.
What else? Backgammon.
Yeah, I
on the
need to
board.
I know
learn
the
how to
board
play
looks
that.
really aesthetic.
Yeah, of
Cool,
course
yeah.
you'd say that.
I've seen the Dior one.
Great
It's
one.
really
When
nice.
I just had our girls' holiday, we did backgammon.
I love
It's
that.
really good.
That's
You-
really
Mahjong
cute.
is also really fun.
Oh
What's
yeah,
that? Mahjong, it's like a Chinese
Yeah.
board game. It's really cool.
Really?
It's, yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
It's quite. It's
It's
like
very.
It's really
yeah.
difficult, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like really to get
Board
into. It's
games
really
are,
hard.
there was a weird one I had the other night when we went to had some friends for dinner. It's Two Little Pigs. Have you seen it?
No.
So they're two pigs, right? And they're kind of like these wonky pigs that you roll, and it
Like dice?
however like dice, and however the pigs land, you get different points for how they land. So if basically if you can get one pig to land on top of the other pig, you have literally won the game.
Right.
And it's the weirdest
Like-
game, but it was honestly everyone got so into it.
I love
it though.
Honestly, I
on the
want to be
screen.
Daisy.
Yeah,
I
I
want to
laugh.
be the watercolor queen on holiday.
Throwing pigs around the
I want to
place.
be that girl.
So wholesome.
Badminton's always a strong one. We always play badminton in the summer. Oh, it's so good.
Who
so
remembers
easy for
swing
me.
ball?
I used to have one. I was the
that's a
only
good one.
child.
That's really
the way my
good.
parents are like, go and play with swing ball. And I was
what's
like,
that?
Keep it
guys,
sad.
it is a ball attached to a pole and
the
you
s-
hit
with
it and
the
you're meant to
string.
play with someone else who
you can
says,
play
I just wait for it to come back around.
But it would always fall over if you didn't
Yeah,
put it up
because you had to put in. I was like, oh my god, what a core summer memory. Or when it split. Do you ever get one that cracked
yeah.
and then you had to put sand in it instead?
Yes.
Oh
And
god.
I'll tell you another one I saw. I don't know if anyone can relate. If you had a trampoline as a child.
Yeah,
yeah.
Right, I saw a TikTok being like, honestly, our parents didn't understand. Having that trampoline was like having a full-time job. You had, right, what was
The
it about feeling
maintenance.
like you had to go on it every night?
Yeah.
You had
To
to.
like
To
get it-
justify,
to
yeah.
justify
And to
it.
make sure that your
essentially.
parents wouldn't threaten you to be like, you've barely
'Cause
been on that
they
today.
were so expensive.
Oh,
They
they
were
were
so.
extortionate.
We
remember
couldn't afford
begging-
one, but my
begging.
neighbour, I'd go over to the neighbour's house
Yeah.
every
Extortionate.
evening to
Oh.
get on
Did
the
they have
trampoline.
a net round?
The net round
I
did.
We
didn't.
didn't get the net.
We
so
didn't get
we,
nets.
No. Couldn't afford that. So we literally were being thrown off left, right, and centre. We
it
had
was
broken
awful.
arms.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I remember once. So my cousins had one, and this is such an iconic story. It gets told every now and then. I was a lot lighter than my cousin, and when you jump at the same time, so one of you
Yeah,
to go
so
higher. So I went flying. There was no net. She put her hand out to grab me. I'm like genuinely the trampoline's here. I was about here. I don't know why. Instead of grabbing her hand, I bit her thumb, and she pulled me on out of pain. I swear to God, she'll back me up, and she dragged me on.
makes sense?
And yeah, that was she saved my life.
She grabbed my hand, so I said, I bite
I
her
think
thumb.
because I was in the air, so I couldn't like physically do that. So I went like that, and she.
Wow.
But it was
tell the tale.
maintenance having one of those.
Oh,
Wasn't
it's the
it?
thrill
Full-time
of
job.
my childhood having a
But
trampoline.
you just had to make sure I need to just go and do a few bounces
Yeah,
tonight. Like
just to
even
prove when they
even
can
if it's
see as
raining, I
well.
just need to do a
Yeah.
few and
Oh
get
my
off.
god. Did you ever have the cover as well? And you have to put the cover on if you're. Oh my god! I got told
You're
off
going
if I did
rogue
put the
over
cover
One
on.
thing. Do you remember those? Do you
very,
remember
very
the sprinkler where it would?
Yes, and it moves.
I
and
didn't
it
know that
goes
was
through.
How weird was
Under
that? Can we actually just like deep that? How weird that
Oh my
was.
god! We put it underneath it, and you'd all just like jump
Yeah.
around on
Do you
it.
know what a
Guys,
sprinkler?
you
We didn't have
lost us.
gardens.
You have
I
lost
don't know
us.
what's going on
Oh,
here.
it's
It's a
wild.
sprinkler.
It was just this thing that went.
It would move.
Yeah, and then you would just run.
I know
back,
what a sprinkler
Yeah,
is.
but you would just run back and forth through it, and that was so
And then
much
did
fun.
you ever have a
I
slip and
can-
slide? slide.
Sweet.
Slip and slide was literally
yeah,
just
I did that at my
piece
friend's
of, like,
house. That's
and you'd
fun.
put like fairy liquid down it.
Yeah,
So you'd
You
go
rip
good.
your skin on the
So
top.
good.
Oh God, the burns that you'd get on them are outrageous.
No, but how much easier is it being a child?
Oh,
But let's bring it back.
I
Let's
would
get
like
it
that.
back. Find out in a child.
And like the pure
Love that.
joy of just having a bike and just
Yeah.
cycling
Yeah.
around in
But
a
guys,
circle.
even seriously, cycling around London.
no,
the
I'm too
best.
scared to do it. I'm too
can't
scared.
bike.
Oh, really?
And the number of you lot and you that cycle without helmets is not okay. Every time I see them, I'm like, you should be
Well,
wearing
I
a
think
helmet.
Mum's
flying
out and
bikes
about
really
again.
should come with a helmet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they should.
really
I'd rather-
Apparently they
scares
might
me.
be introducing that where you have to take a
really?
selfie with a helmet on.
But
to
can
be
they
able to
put one
unlock
on?
the bike.
Because you telling me I'm going to go out, like, I'm going to go out with my friends and bring a helmet with me.
I know.
You
I
serious?
want you to take a tote bag. We'll get you a nice tote
With the
bag.
helmet, no.
You best put it in.
Okay, we're going to do a couple questions from our audience. First up, who would you cast yourself as in a movie? As in, who would you cast
Oh, to play
yourself
you.
in a movie? To play you in a movie?
My jammer wasn't.
Oh, please, Father
I don't know.
above.
That's really hard.
It's hard to say without sounding like a dick.
Yours
But
should
it's more like,
be-
who would you like to play you? It's not that I think they
No,
look
yeah, I
like
know
me.
you.
I just would like...
The I don't know her name. You're gonna have to find it. The Derry Girls girl, but the one in particular,
The silly one.
the brown. Oh, sorry,
like
the brown-haired one.
I actually don't know, guys. It's a really hard one.
It's really
It is
hard.
quite hard.
I feel like maybe Rachel Sennett is what comes to mind.
Who's that? Who's she?
She was in Bottoms. Have you seen that movie?
No, but I really want to.
Like, because I feel like my personality is quite silly, so she'd like do that perfectly.
that.
Yeah, like get on it.
yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, that's fun. Daisy.
Dakota Fanning.
Yeah, actually.
I can see
you do
Dakota
look a bit
Fanning
like
playing
Dakota-
you.
Like those sisters. You could be one of the sisters.
Yeah,
Maybe
Elle
Elle
Fanning,
Fanning?
maybe Elle. Yeah,
Elle Fanning,
yeah.
yes.
What about you?
Oh no,
don't
wait,
know.
Sarah Paxton from Aquamarine.
Oh, love her.
I can see
yeah,
her.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you ever
yeah.
watch Aquamarine?
I think I did.
Yeah,
did,
you
you
would have.
did,
The
yes.
mermaid.
Sarah
Yeah,
Paxton.
With Emma
Oh my god, the one who
Roberts
is the mermaid. She
yeah.
could so be you.
Yeah,
Really?
100%.
I just see her as a bit of a sporty girl that's just like nice to everyone, isn't it?
Bit of a Blake Lively vibe when she was
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
Sisters
yeah,
and Traveling
yeah.
Pants.
Yeah.
I think we're just
Yeah?
being blondest.
Yeah, we're just
now,
trying to
like
think-
anyone that we know.
Every blonde person we know.
Cute.
What about you, Sab?
Oh, you know who I actually love? Don't think we look alike at all. But the girl who played Princess Jasmine in Aladdin.
From Lemonade Mouth.
Yeah,
From
Big-
Lemonade Mouth.
Yeah, Naomi something. I forgot her
Yeah,
last name, but I
yeah.
love her. She's
Yeah.
great.
How to end your 10-year friendship that has become toxic.
Oh, that's a hard one. That
Actually,
happens
it's a
though,
big one,
doesn't
and
it?
it does happen.
It does.
I
Because
think
yeah,
people
you grow
change.
so much
You
over like
do.
a span of 10 years. Like,
So easy. I mean, I would always say try and literally sit with that person, go for like a coffee, something chilled, and try and like rectify, but be open about it. Just say like, we don't really vibe like we used to, like what happened. Then I think if it's past the point, you either, I feel like if one of you is still making the effort, you have to make a conscious decision to say, look, I really just don't think our paths are like aligning right now. Like I'm just not the same person I was. And I don't think we're both the same person. Otherwise I think leave it.
I feel like I wouldn't be as confrontive either.
Proactive,
I
yeah.
probably would just like arm's length someone and
Yeah.
just maybe like not eat
Let
meat
it
as
sit.
often.
yeah.
If it depends on how toxic it is. But
That's-
if you can meet
yeah.
for the odd coffee and that's just it.
Let
like,
it fade out.
But if it's
Yeah.
toxic, also I would just cut.
Would you
Can't.
cut?
Yeah, I'd be quite.
And would
Because
you just
those
not
kind of
reply?
people do come around
they do.
sometimes, and actually,
Yeah.
I don't think you'd look back if
No.
if it was having a negative impact on your
Effect,
life.
yeah.
Life's too short.
But I think I'd have to tell that person because I wouldn't want that to then
Well,
be
that's
inflicted
good.
on someone
Yeah,
else.
no,
Do you know
of
what I mean?
course.
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
a sense of like a weird sense of responsibility in that you've made me feel like this. It's not okay. Don't do it to other people.
I think it's a difference as well about growing apart. If you grow apart, you kind of subconsciously you'll just put them at arm's
Yeah,
length. If
as in-
someone
Yeah.
has done something toxic to you, or you've
That's
been in
true.
toxic situations, you need to
Yeah.
address it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
and be
do.
like,
You're right.
this isn't okay, and I'm going to distance myself now. And
Yeah.
we've got a past, but things are different.
And you shouldn't stay in those situations because
No.
it's just hard being around friends that aren't good.
Yeah, it's
It's
exhausting.
really hard. When you leave a situation with friends, you should feel better. You shouldn't
Yeah.
feel
Yes,
worse, and that's the
agreed.
biggest sign.
It's the
I
same
think.
as relationships. Like you wouldn't stay in a relationship if
Yeah.
it's or you
No,
shouldn't
you
if it's
definitely
toxic.
shouldn't.
So in the same way,
So
you'd
true.
break that up. Do the same thing.
Yeah,
with a
for
friend.
sure.
What are the different careers at SL? I actually love that someone asked this because I feel like sometimes on TikTok people still don't actually understand what
Like
we
what
do.
we do.
So just
Yeah.
let's give it a big old disclaimer.
Yeah.
A big old bit of context. So SheerLuxe is an online publication. We go across so many verticals, different pillars, social, site, YouTube, podcast, everything.
A lot of people don't know we actually have a daily newsletter Monday to
Yes.
Friday,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
within that are
All the
so
work,
many articles,
Yeah,
it's fire.
fashion,
all the
beauty,
editorial
lifestyle.
work,
Exactly.
everything. Yeah.
So if you're not signed up to the email, guys,
It's actually so good.
Yeah.
And of
So
course,
many
that's
good bars.
SheerLuxe, Luxgen, there's SL Man, there's Gold.
Yep.
It's all these different
business
audiences.
editions, so much.
I know, and all of us do various things within those different verticals. And, you know, I think a lot of people probably think we're just on Luxgen. And obviously, that's a big part of all of our roles. But also, we work on different areas and across all of it.
It's cool how all four of us are on
But we are all
teams.
different. Yeah, so Steph, why don't you talk a bit more about the team you're on?
Yeah, so I'm videographer and editor, so we're the video team. We do like broadcasting for the show. So we do a live show every Tuesday, segments in it maybe pre-recorded, but the show itself is shot in the morning, it's uploaded in the evening. It's always like a really stressful day, but a lot of fun. So that's like one portion of it, but
you get to go out and do home tours.
Oh my God.
So much cool stuff.
It's such a dream. Like some of the shoots we go on are insane. Like the home tour we did recently, myself and Ellie went, and it's just like so cool. I feel like these are the kind of videos I grew up watching as well. I never really thought I'd be able to do them. I feel like SL is so branched out in what they do as well. It's fashion, it's beauty. It's like chatting to celebs, going on a red carpet. Then you're going to home tours. Like it's really varied, and I love that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
No day's the same.
No day's the same.
No, very much so. And then, Sapna and Saroop, you're both within the editorial team.
Yeah.
Yes.
Saroop's more fashion, Sapna's more beauty.
Yeah. So I sit on fashion and beauty. So it's writing articles, sourcing images, sourcing interviews, speaking with people, interviewing people on a podcast, organising shoots and things, product, all sorts of things.
We work across it all, and then we film TikToks during the day with this one.
Exactly. And we feed from our sections, we feed into the social strategy and help Daisy and her team with ideas and concepts and
Yeah.
Daisy.
So
tell us about social.
Yeah, so I sit within the marketing team. So I have a team of there's 3 of us now, which is so fun. We're actually recruiting for a social media exec at the moment. So as a team, we're growing the email database. So everything that you guys are pushing content for. So we do that through marketing partnerships, through activations, and generally through just our brand awareness through social media. So TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, you name it. We're across it.
Across everything.
So
We do
cool.
all that, and then we drive LuxGen and strategize that and the content, and we all do that and the TikTok.
There's just such a variety here. So hope that's debunked it a bit for you.
I know. I think you only see like 2 seconds of the day. Like, someone might be like, "Oh, did you just do TikToks all day?"
I know.
I'm like, it literally takes
And of course,
10
we have a whole
seconds.
content team that
gonna
builds
say.
the
Everything,
email,
the
the website.
images.
Without them, nothing
Because
would
it's
be
so
possible.
aesthetic. That's half of it, isn't it? It looks so sleek and so polished, and like that's all down to them.
Yeah.
And one of the girls that Ali was showing me the other day, she was showing me Photoshop, and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And like it was a picture, and she had to get rid of something in the corner. I was like, what do you replace it with? She's like, no, you type it in. So she typed in remove product,
know.
and they went, and I was like,
No, guys, that AI is unbelievable.
I could not believe it. I was like, it understands. She was like, yeah. I was like, oh.
You could
Yeah,
like
we've
do
got the
anything.
design
You could have
team.
us, and you could be like, put a city behind, and you just type it in, and it'll have like New York City.
Mad.
Crazy.
insane. I was
Trust
like,
something
wow.
these days.
Yeah, but like you're saying, there's design team, there's a commercial team,
Yeah.
there's a video
Commercial team. I love
growing.
that.
such
That's
rock
great.
stars.
That's a great team.
Never
Yeah.
look around in the office, not to be super dramatic, but like everyone works so hard as well.
Yeah,
Everyone is
100%.
unbelievable at their jobs.
Yeah.
100%. I think
So
that's
cool.
also, maybe it's ignorance, but I think people maybe don't understand the
How
amount
much
of
goes
effort.
into
And
it,
I guess you, like a lot of people who are just finding us through TikTok, which is obviously blown up for us in the last year, think that's maybe all we do. But
Yeah.
like we said, there's
So
all
much
these
more to
areas
it.
and all these
Fully
things.
functioning publication,
Yeah, but like to answer that question, there are so many different careers, whether
Yeah.
it's marketing, whether it's commercial and sales or video, whether it's design, whether it's writing, editorial, shoots. My God, I feel like I've missed stuff.
So
but
much.
There's
Yeah.
so
so
much.
much
Yeah, there's
marketing.
loads going on.
So yeah,
And we've
there's
got
so many.
a creative agency, Lux & Co as
Yes.
well. So
Yes.
they
Yeah, they
rebrand
sit with us.
brands.
Talent
Yeah.
management, we've got Blush.
Yeah.
Guys, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
So much.
So cool.
And there's also a lot of internal moves that happen at SheerLuxe.
Yeah.
None of us actually here have done an internal team swap, but that actually happens as well.
Quite a
And
lot.
I think
Yeah,
that
it's
is
quite
so
nice.
cool. We've ended up in the marketing team with Victoria Kong, who was on the commercial team.
Exactly. We've had Elle, who used to be on the content team. But yeah, there's lots of opportunity. I also
Yeah.
feel like SheerLuxe is the kind of place where, like, if you want to do something and you can do
pave the
it,
way
you
for
can
it,
just
yeah.
say you want to do it
Yeah.
and you can do
And just
it.
work hard and do it. Yeah.
Exactly.
There's a lot of space for growth.
But I hope that answers that question. Maybe we'll answer one more before we go. Relocating to London, how do I meet like-minded girlies?
Oh my God, this is the issue that I was
biggest
telling
question.
Steph about. Like, I really struggled with that when I moved. But like joining groups, like run clubs, like Shuffle Club, you meet
Exactly.
so many cool people.
Where did you go recently where you met?
So that was a group called like Sunday Strolls, and that was like a branch of another group that I literally found on TikTok, and they're like a wine meetup
That's so fun.
crew. So like
Sweet.
we literally meet up at a bar and you just like meet some girls, you drink wine, and it's just such a fun evening. But like from that you kind of find like a little subsection, and now like we're like friends. So like one of the girls messaged this morning and she was like, oh guys, like let's get a date in for next week. So like now we're doing something. So
That's sweet.
you just find like little people, and I think go to everything. Like
Say
don't
yes.
say
Say
no.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
always say yes to everything. Like even your shuffle club, if you don't think you can run that hard, it's fine. Do what you can. You'll meet for the coffee after. You'll still meet the people.
Yeah,
like
so
you know,
true.
it's,
I think it also takes the pressure off of feeling like where you're working or at uni that you have to make friends with people there, because there are so many other ways to meet
for sure.
like-minded people that aren't that.
And if you're, if you think you got on well with someone, you think, oh, I can see myself vibing with them, drop them a message.
Yeah,
go
that's the
for
big
it.
thing.
I think a lot of people are quite ignorant to like, I don't need any more friends.
yes.
Yeah.
Or just
Actually-
a bit, maybe like, oh, maybe it's a bit
shy.
inappropriate to ask for Instagram, but do
actually
it.
just do it.
Just
You
do
know?
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I think that's when I first moved to London, I had a lot of acquaintances, and anyone that I vibed with, like what you were saying, I just made an effort into the relationship. Like, hey, let's meet up for coffee. Even though it's a bit awkward, you're like, they barely know me.
Yeah.
But I know that we'd get on.
Yeah.
So just to kind of put effort into relationships, I think is a
You
big
do,
thing.
don't you?
Yeah.
None of us knew each other before
I know, crazy.
yeah.
we started.
Yeah.
It's weird that to
Yeah, I
think
know.
that.
It's
Yeah.
so weird to think that.
I mean, work does help as well, 100%.
sure.
You know,
But
if you're
not
doing
lucky,
it,
yeah, you're
but
lucky
if it's not,
enough.
Yeah.
like I think, like you said, it's like don't put too much pressure on it.
Yeah.
You'll always
Yeah,
find
you
it.
don't
There's
have
also
to.
like I feel like a lot of good pubs and bars and like certain areas in London that are a good place to go, whether you're trying to meet a partner,
Yeah,
someone
or
to
anyone.
date,
Yeah, so
or
true.
a friend.
point.
I would say Pear Tree Cafe and The Ship are two very big.
Oh, I don't know about The
big,
Ship.
I know, it triggers my fight or flight, but genuinely, if you want to meet people around like our
Really?
age, that is
Yeah,
a good place to
people
go
there.
meet people.
That's so true.
Just be warned.
True.
It's a bit sketchy.
And it's if you're looking for a boyfriend, guys, it's Euro summer, so do some revision, get in the pubs, and just chat to them about football.
I'm buzzing for this Euro summer you guys have been talking about.
Oh, I'm so
Cannot
excited for you guys to
wait.
experience
Euro
it.
summer is
It's basically
better
if
be
you
good.
grew up as a
Next.
sprinkler kid, you're gonna Euro
with
summer.
J2Os on the
That's
pub
what it-
stool, yeah.
and you pretend you were getting a bit smashed off these J2Os.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Brilliant. Well, thanks guys. It was so
God. It's been
great.
great. This has been so nice.
And we'll see you next time. Yes.
Bye.
Bye.